Hello, and welcome to day 27 of the Happiness Challenge. How are you doing? I hope that you are feeling happier and happier every day and that good things are happening in your life. But even if your life, your outer circumstances haven't changed, I want to challenge you to think, okay, still, what can I do every day in a small way to feel better, no matter what's going on around me? So something that I had brought up a long time ago now or earlier was the emotion chart. So I want to do that again today. Just as a refresher, since we're getting close to the 30 days. And I personally found this or something similar to this to be super helpful because we get so caught up and easily triggered and trapped in our emotions that they feel like the only reality, the only truth. Like when we're feeling anxious, when we're feeling anger, sadness, it can feel like that's the only reality that's really true. So if we look at this differently, though, like, okay, I am a conscious observer observing my life. I am having the emotion of anger. I am experiencing the emotion of guilt. I am experiencing the feeling of loss. I mean, whatever, it doesn't matter. We all have these things at some point, I'm sure, but it's not that you are these emotions. You are experiencing them. And if you've had any mindfulness practice, I'm sure you've heard this before, but really getting it, really implementing it every day takes a level of mastery that is so cool once you get more and more in that direction. Because you start to feel in control of your feelings instead of anger controlling you, instead of hopelessness controlling you or loss. I mean, it doesn't matter. You name it. Instead of obligation controlling you, you are observing it. And you can say, no, I don't really want to have this feeling. Yes, I acknowledge you. You're there. I get it. What else can we do though? Because let's say that every emotion is a kind of energy. How can you transform any emotion into something that is useful? How can you transform anger into something powerful that can drive you? If you're not able, for example, if you have a lot of anger, and anger is considered the most destructive emotion, that's why I bring it up, and it's the hardest to manage. If you have a lot of anger and you're like, you just, it's out of control. Something that you can do is aim it at something because anger is an energy. It's a power. You can put it at something powerful, something useful, like the Mothers Against Drunk Driving, MAD. Literally, it's in the title, MAD. They're angry. You can funnel your negative emotions for something that is good, and that is a way to get out of the negative emotions when it's so strong and overpowering that you're like, I can't rope this in. So I've seen other people when they've had major loss in their life. Maybe they lost a loved one or something that was really dear to them. If they put the energy of the sadness into something like building a garden. I saw this one person who made a company, all based in memory of his wife that had died. If you funnel it into something that can help the energy, you could say, or the emotion to burn itself out, and you're doing something cool and productive with it, and you feel better, you're refocusing. So if the emotion is so strong, you can't do the whole dance of I'm observing it, I have the feeling, I'm not the feeling, the feeling doesn't control me. If it's so strong you can't do that, I encourage you to funnel it into something else that can transform the anger for you, or transform the hopelessness, or transform whatever, nervousness. I've seen for some people that have a lot of anxiety, walking can help, like walking a lot, or yoga, running. It's a way to get the energy out. So when something is so strong and powerful that talking about it, thinking about it, rationalizing is like, oh, it's not out of, it's not working. then I encourage you to funnel it in a way that will help to productively transform it on its own. And if you need help on ideas on how to do that, I'm happy to help, or maybe people can post ideas below. Because that's the other thing. When you're really in something, sometimes it's hard to think about any ideas. You're just, you're immersed in it. So the way out is through. It's not just reacting. And that's how people get stuck. They get stuck in cycles and they can't get out of. And they're like, why am I living the same life over and over? It's like, well, you are stuck in a cycle that you don't have control over because you don't have control over your emotions. Okay. All right. So I hope that this is helpful. Let me know if you have any questions, and I encourage you all to try to be in the blue zone or in somewhere in the green zone this week. Okay. Bye.